Hi everyone and welcome back to Alejandro HD. And first thing I want to kick off with is an apology to everyone who watches my content. I've been away for a bit and you'll notice the scenery behind me is different. I've just had a lot of things going on and a lot of different life things keeping me away from making these videos. But hopefully now, I've got some new equipment. Hopefully I'm sounding a bit better. Hopefully I'm looking a bit better, as much as a £10 webcam can make me look. And I'm just going to kick off with a review and then just start snowballing into more videos as we approach the summer months. Can't believe we're 6 months into the year already. It just time just goes. Anyway, so first I thought I would like to talk about is an anime that I have watched. Well, funnily enough, I actually did a video on this 6 months ago, but it was a whole 10-minute video, but my laptop just died and it didn't pick up any audio, so there's a 10-minute video of me just going like this, like a fish. So yeah, that was a bit annoying, and that sort of put me off. Not the main thing, but that was a bit annoying. So that plus other stuff. Anyway, back to this. So I am not going to do a thing where I discuss the whole, tell you the ins and outs of it, because I think if you're somebody who wants to hear thoughts and opinions on this anime, you're going to search for it. It's not a popular. Well, it is slightly popular, but more in the sense of it's kind of like cult following. So you just need to know what you're looking for. But yeah, so it centers around two girls, both called Nana. One is a very punk rock and roll style musician. The other one is singer. The other one is like a airy fairy, lives in her own world, bubble type girl, and they're like the two most polar opposites, and they meet and they share a flat together, and it's lovely. And what I really liked about Nana, compared to a lot of animes, was just how real it is, or it was. Just like it's not over the top. Friendships, relationships with different people do break down over time. I think it's very realistic in showing just how life can be, like how you can be sort of connected with somebody for so long, and then that just all falling apart. And it's very true to life, and it is to this as well. It deals with a lot of mature topics as well. It deals with relationships breaking down, mental health, sort of how fame and succession and money can get to somebody's head. And it has a lot of really interesting characters. Every character in it has got their own moral philosophy, if that's what they've all got their own way of living. Like each character is extremely fleshed out in Nana. Both Nanas are obviously the most, because they're the main characters, but they're the side characters and all that sort of stuff as well. Which is really, I don't want to say it's uncommon for an anime, but in most animes you'll have like your protagonist and maybe your villain, or your antagonist, and maybe a couple of supporting characters who you don't really get to hear a lot of or see a lot of, and that's really it. Whereas in Nana you've got the backstory behind pretty much every character. I can't think, or maybe like one or two that are just in the background, but each one has their chance to shine. So that was all good. One thing I really appreciated about this anime was the music and the meaning behind it, and the message behind the music as well. So that was all really well done too. So that's just sort of my immediate thoughts. I suppose I could tell you about my favourite character, who isn't on this page, as much as it probably should be one of the two main characters. My favourite character was actually Yasu, this baldy chap with the cigarette. He is almost like the father figure to our punk rock Nana. known her forever, looks after her, makes sure she's like, well adjusting to her life when she moves to Tokyo to start her music career. All round good guy. So he's definitely my favourite character. I think the honourable mentions would probably be, I really like Nobu. I don't have a photo of him. I could search for one, but that would be effort. But I might do it for you guys. Yeah, I'll do it for you guys. But like I said at the start, if you're watching this, you sort of want to know. Um, you already know what you're looking for. Oh, there it is. This guy, sort of he's kind of like the good guy's good guy. He's very sort of, he's not naive, but he doesn't really see the big picture sometimes. But yeah, he's probably a close second, and then the rest would follow. I could go through every single one of the characters, but this is sort of just like a snapshot review because it's my first time back. I touched briefly on the music before. The music actually is by this lady here, Anna Tashio. I'm not gonna ruin that, butcher that pronunciation. But she does a lot of cool stuff for the anime, or did a lot of cool stuff for the anime. I keep talking like it's still going on, although it is discontinued. People will know that, which is a bit of a shame. Like, it never really got its final finish because the author took ill, and she's not really quite the same. She's still ill. Like, we don't know. Like, it's very private. Ai Yazawa, the writer of Nana, she's very private life. She keeps herself to herself, barely on social media, and when she is, she posts in Japanese, and I don't understand it. So I mean, like, hopefully she's fine. I mean, I don't think she'll ever revisit Nana, which is because it's been so long. I mean, the art style has moved on in anime since then. They're not going to be able to recreate what they had with this whole, like early 2000s sort of Death Note looking. Animation. There's nothing wrong with that. That's probably one of my favourite periods, just before sort of modern, like what we've got now, like sort of Samurai Champloo. I can't say it, and Death Note and Nana and Cowboy Bebop and all these sort of early 2000s animes that have got this style of art. Like, it feels more. Like, not realistic, more like, because I think it's because it's less computerized. It just has a bit of a more authentic feel to it. So yeah, that's sort of like a little sort of brain dump on that. It's been so long since I've done a video, and I'm not really sure where to look because I've got a webcam that's now somewhere. So I'm hoping that this was an okay video to come back to because it's been so long. I would probably give Nana a 9 out of 10. It's the reason why it's not 10 is because I never got to finish it. Well, it kind of finished, but not really. Like, never really got its ending. So I can only rate what I see. But yeah, it's just a great cult classic. It's a bit drama pushing. It's a bit it can be a bit soap opera at times. It can be a little bit like, she said this, he said that, sort of thing, and but I think if you sort of overlook that a bit, you will get emotionally invested in it, and there's some twists and turns and some things that you just wouldn't expect happening, and then they do happen, and then you're like, oh wow, that's an interesting thing that happened. So it's a bit of a roundabout way of not really saying anything, if I'm honest. But yeah, no, get watched, very good, and that's all I have to say on that. I will leave some of the songs that Anna something, I can't say it, wrote for the anime and the anime band Blast, because they're cool, and that's like Nana's band. And yeah, there's so much more. there's so much more. I could go into a full length piece by piece analysis and break everything down. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe if people are like, do that, then I'll do it. But I don't know. We'll see. It's good to be back, and I'm excited to be making videos again because it's been so long. Anyway, I will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.